So, good evening. So, we are learning IBM mainframes. So, what is IBM mainframes means? IBM mainframes is a servers. Okay, IBM mainframes is a servers. So, IBM mainframes is a large size computer. Means it is one of the big size computer. And IBM mainframes is one of the software technology, right? And IBM mainframes is legacy technology. Okay, what is IBM mainframes means? IBM mainframes is a server. It is a large size computer. It is a software technology and it is a legacy technology. So, what are the advantages of this mainframes? If you want to store high volume of data, means more amount of data at a time, we can use IBM mainframes. Okay, in IBM mainframes, we have high processing speed. Nothing but a 4 lakh million instructions will be processed in mainframe servers at a time. Okay, and per day 30 billion instructions will be processed in the mainframe servers. Okay, and we have high concurrency, means multiple users can also access this mainframe applications at a time. Okay, and we have why we are using this IBM mainframes means it has a high security, no hacking and no virus, and data integrity means our data will be arranged in the order with correctness of the data. We'll see this topic in the DB2 logs. Okay. So disadvantages of this mainframes means IBM mainframes is not a open source software. If you want to use this IBM mainframe software, you need to purchase. Okay, so that's why it is a cost. It is related to the cost oriented softwares. Okay,
Okay.
so where we are going to use this IBM mainframes means in banking, insurance, healthcare. Okay, we are giving first priority for the banking, insurance, and healthcare. Second priority for the retail, telecommunication, and manufacturing. And third priority for the bookings, means reservations like the online tickets bookings, movie tickets, train tickets, bus tickets. So everything is under reservation bookings. Okay. Coming to operating system, currently we are using Windows operating system, but this IBM mainframes won't support Windows operating system. So we can call it as platform also. In office level, we are going to use only platform word, not going to use this operating system. We call it as platform. Okay. So Windows won't support this IBM mainframes applications. So that's why we are using these platforms. Okay. MVS means multi virtual storage. MVS with ESA means multi virtual storage enterprise system architecture. And ZOS operating system means zero downtime operating system. In the name itself, operating system only, we can see the zero downtime operating system. Means there is a less time consumption in this zero downtime operating system. Okay. From our olden days, we are seeing Windows got updated from our childhoods. Like firstly, we are seeing Windows XP. After few years, we are seeing Windows 7. After few years, we are seeing Windows 10 and 11 also. So these ZOS versions are also updating like this only. So ZOS versions are Z13, Z14, 15 and 16. And currently we are using ZOS operating system. Okay. Currently we are working on ZOS operating system. So So, what is the operating system we are using? Windows. It may be 10 or 11. So, we need to convert our Windows operating system to the ZOS
ZOS.
operating system. So, to convert our Windows operating system to ZOS operating system, there are two ways. One is emulator and another one is internet. Okay. So, by using emulator means it is a offline version and internet is the online version. Okay. So, using emulator, it is also one of the software. It will act interface or a bridge between the local system and host system. Local system in the sense our own Windows operating system. Host system means converting to the ZOS operating system. We are calling it as host system. Okay. Local system is your user,
User
your means your
system.
Windows. Host system means mainframe
Mainframe
server
server.
means ZOS. Okay. So
Okay.
currently we are working on emulators. So we have different types of emulators. Hercules, Vino, Vista, TN3270, Ericom, Mocha, PCOM, Reflection. Okay. And Rocket Blue Zone mainframe. These are all different types of emulators. But currently we are working on Vista TN3270 emulator. Okay. Currently I'm working on Vista TN3270 emulator. Along with this emulator, we must and should know the what is the IP address for the emulator and port number and your login credentials means you use your user ID and the password. Okay. For the first time only we are connecting this IP address and port number to the emulator. From the second time onwards, this IP address and port number will be auto connected. Okay.
Yes.
So daily yes, you used to give the your user ID and password. Okay. To login into the mainframes. So one more uh, to convert Windows operating system to ZOS operating system. Another way is through internet. So by using emulator, we are converting our Windows operating system to ZOS operating system with the help of pen drive. Here, the pen drive will act like a interface between bridge. Okay, if you remove the pen drive to your system or laptop, the mainframe server will be disconnected. Here, internet will act interface between mainframe application like Windows and ZOS. Okay, and then if your internet is a poor connection, the mainframe server will be disconnected every time. Means if you are developing the code, if you don't save the code means all your code changes will be deleted permanently. Means you can't get the code to roll back. Okay. If you save the code, it will be saved. If you won't save means it will be deleted in the internet. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So in IBM mainframes, coming to other technologies like Java, maybe Python, we are calling as backend and frontend. But in IBM mainframes, we call it as batch modules and batch processing or online modules or online processing. So don't use backend and frontend words in IBM mainframes. Use only batch modules or online modules. Okay. So in batch modules, we have four modules, means four languages. So they are COBOL, JCL, VSAM, and IBM DB2. COBOL means Common Business Oriental Language. It is a programming language, and there is a procedure to write the COBOL programs. We develop our business applications and programs in the COBOL language. JCL means it is a scripting language, and JCL known as job control language. Okay, by using JCL, we can compile and execute those COBOL programs. Visa means virtual storage access method. It is a file storage system. If you want to store the customer data permanently in form of files, we use VSAMs. IBM DB2 means it is one of the RDBMS product. If you want to store the customer data permanently, we use DB2 to store the data in form of tables. Okay. So one more is online module. In online module, we have CICS, means Customer Information and Control System. So by using CICS, we can perform online screen, nothing but a user interface, means to design the online screens to this batch applications. Okay. And using CICS, we can also perform the online transaction processing. Okay. By using COBOL, we can develop the programs and applications. Using JSL, we can compile and execute the COBOL programs. Using Vism and DB2, we can process the customer data permanently. Using CICS, we can build the user interface for batch applications. While compared to other languages, they have only one database. But in IBM mainframes, we can see two databases, Vism and DB2. Okay. Vism
Yeah.
data storage in form of files, DB2 data stored in form of tables. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Coming to COBOL introduction, COBOL means COBOL Common Business Oriented Language, and it is a programming language. COBOL is a programming language. It is a procedure oriented language. Means there is a processor to write this COBOL programs. It is not a case sensitive language. Means you can write it as uh, you can write it in lowercase and uppercases also. So it will take it as same. The alphabetics lowercase and uppercases, it will take it as same. So the COBOL programming language is contains of divisions, sections, and paragraphs. Okay, and COBOL is a second high-level language, means it is a simple English language. So everyone can understand COBOL very easily. Why? Because it is a simple English language. And there
Man.
only, yeah, tell me.
Yeah, actually, we can write the whole program in COBOL in small case also, na?
Yes, you can write.
Okay.
No need to import libraries or functions before developing the program. If you take C language, you need to include header files, hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h or math.h. Okay, like that, no need to import or include any header files or functions before developing the program in this COBOL language. And using COBOL, we are building the business applications. Okay. So coming to history of the COBOL, COBOL was started in the year of 1959 by Codacil Company. Codacil means Conference of Data System Language. Okay, from the 1960, in the year of 1950, COBOL was started. In the next year, 1960, the COBOL compilers are available in the market. And the advanced versions of the COBOL was released in the year of 1965, 1974, 1985, 2002 by ANIS. ANIS means it is nothing but a American National Standards
Standard.
Institute. So coming to COBOL versions, there are 5 types of COBOL versions. First one is VS COBOL 2. Second one is COBOL for OS 370, COBOL for MVS, COBOL for OS 390, and Enterprise COBOL. So currently we are working on Enterprise COBOL version. What is the version we are using? Enterprise COBOL version. Okay. Coming to there is a here I said about COBOL. There is a procedure. It is a procedure oriented language. So there is a structure to write the COBOL program. First, we
Yes.
have to write the divisions, sections, paragraph, sentence, statements, verbs, verbs you can also call it as classes, and characters. This is the structure for the COBOL. Okay. Here, divisions means division is nothing but a collection of sections. Okay. So, we have 52 characters in the characters. Okay. Here. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
In COBOL, the characters length is maximum 52 characters.
Okay.
So in keyboard, we can see the functional keys up to F1 to F12. So by using functional keys, we can operate the mainframe screen. Okay. If you press F1, it will show you the help. Means what in which screen you are, what is the screen you are opening. So by using, if you don't know the like if you don't know the commands what we are going to use in that screen, okay, you don't have idea about the screen commands, so you can press F1, it will show you the help, so you can see the instructions, what is the how the screen will be used. Okay, in help you can find it. So by pressing F2, the screen will be splitted into the two parts. Okay, the screen will split into
Okay.
two parts. Okay, if you press F3, it will perform go back. Means to go back the previous screen. Okay, if you press
Yes.
F3, two actions will be performed. Save and exit will be performed. So you are going to write COBOL programs in the uh, coding sheet.
Hmm.
So after writing the program, what you are going to do is type the save command in the command line, right? So if you press F3, no need to type the save command in the command line. Once you press F3, it will exit and it will save the code automatically. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So if you press F4, it will route into the spool area. So in spool area, you can check your outputs of your programs and error messages of your programs. Okay, you can see the output of the program and error messages in the program. So if you press F5, it is rfind means refined, means you want to search for one word in a number of lines of code. There are 2000 lines of code. You want to search COBOL word where it is located in this program, like what are the places. So type in command line F space COBOL. Okay. you want to search COBOL word, the first word will be displayed on screen. To find out the where the COBOL next word is, press F5. Okay, got it?
Yes, Mani.
Yeah, if you press F6, it will rechange. Means you to change the names.
Okay.
So in mainframe screen, our mouse scrolling bar does not work. So to scroll the screen, we are pressing F7 and F8. So it will scroll page up and page down. Okay.
Yes, Mani.
So if you press F9, it will swap, means to swap into the another screen. Okay, or else another user ID. If you press F10, you can see the left side. The screen will move the left to right. Pressing F11, you can it is used to move the screen right to left. Means today class you have already seen, right? There are
Yeah.
few words in the left side of the screen, right side of the screen. I am moving right to left and left to right. Okay,
Yes, yes.
pressing F10 and F12. So in command line, we are typing the commands now. So if you want to see the previous commands, what you have typed in before. So if you press F12, it will show you the previous commands line by line. Okay. So
But
hello.
yeah, man.
Okay. There are number of lines of code. So you are at the top of the page. Means you are at the top or in the middle of the page. And you want to go to the bottom of the page. So you need to type the bottom command in the command line, or else
Yeah.
type M and press F8. Okay, it will directly goes to the bottom of the page. Okay, or
Yes.
you can type bottom, or you can type only M in the command line and press F8. Okay,
Okay.
so now you are at the bottom of the page. Now you want to go to top of the page. Type top on the command line, else type M and press F7. It will directly go to the top of the page. Okay. Here F7 means page up. If you press F7 by typing M, it will go to top. Here F8 means page down. If you type M, if you press F8, it will go to bottom of the page. Okay.
Yes, Mani.
So up to here, any doubts? So we have some data. I want to store it into the my variables. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are using data types. So data types means what type of data, means the data is available with you only. So that is the data. So it will tells the what type of data we are storing into the variables. Okay. So in COBOL we have three types of data types. One is numeric, alphabetic and alphanumeric. Okay. Oh. So we have three types of data types: numeric, alphabetic and alphanumeric. So numeric represent with 9, alphabetic represent with A and alphanumeric represent with X. In numeric, What is the data we are going to write is 0 to 9. The range is 0 to 9 only. We can write in the numeric. In alphabetic, we can write capitals A to Z and small a to Z and spaces. Alphanumeric means it is the combination of numeric and alphabetic. So in numeric what we are writing 0 to 9 and alphabetic capital A to Z, small a to Z and spaces. In numeric we can also write special characters means like dollar, at the rate, percentage, caret, ampersand, square brackets, plus, minus, everything are special characters. So here in numeric, the maximum length is 18 bytes. In alphabetic, 35,535 bytes. In alphanumeric, 35,535 bytes. Okay. The data
Yes.
will be represented without quotes in the numeric. In alphabetic and alphanumeric, the data
Within.
will be represented within the quotes only. Okay.
Yes, Mani.
Yeah, okay. Any doubts in these data types?
No, Mani.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the next topic is coding sheet. And coding sheet is a multifunctionality purpose. Means you can use coding sheet for the multifunctionality purpose. Okay. By using coding sheet, we can develop the COBOL programs. And by using coding sheet, we can write the JCL scripts. And you can build the SQL queries and to store the data. Okay, by using coding sheet, we are performing developing the COBOL programs and JCL scripts and SQL queries and to store the data. Okay, so coding sheet I can access from the data sets or files. Okay, if you want to access the coding sheet, we must and should create the data sets. Okay, this is the navigation for the coding sheet. So this is your personal computer. We are calling your personal computer as a local system. So once you receive the pen drive, we are installing the emulator into the your local system means your laptop, installing the emulator. After installing the emulator, we are opening the emulator and in settings we are settings the your IP address and the port number.
Yes.
After setting IP address and port number, your Windows platform will convert into the ZOS platform. Okay, ZOS operating system. So this ZOS operating system we are calling as host system. Okay. So
Yes, Mani.
you're giving your login credentials like your user ID and password. After giving your user ID and password, you can access the ISPF tool. Okay. Using ISPF tool, you can create the data
Data
set.
set.
So once you create the data sets, opening the data sets, and then you can access the coding sheet. Okay. This process
Yes,
is okay. Up to uh, we are going to practice this uh, operations daily. For the first time only, we are performing up to here. Okay.
okay. Yes.
So in the real time also, we are going to use directly
I
you are
didn't.
going to log in with your user ID and password. Then you can access the ISPF tool and then you can go with your works. Okay.
Yes. Mani, what you told that ISPF full form?
ISPF full form is So ISPF tool means Interactive System Productivity Facility. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Mani.
So for every coding sheet, uh, it is created with 24 rows and 80 columns. Okay.
Yes.
So the rows are extendable and columns are not extendable. Okay. So once you open the coding sheet means it will create with 24 rows and 80 columns. Okay.
Money. Actually, if the programs are means in large codings, having the large codings,
Yes.
then how it will be covered in 80 columns?
I will tell you.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. So I will share you one more link. Join in that link. Okay.
Okay, man.